I am Anamitra Chatterjee, Accredited Executive Coach and Faculty of Executive Education. I have been delivering consulting skills program for about 2 decades, starting off with consulting skills in a consulting firm for about a decade, and thereafter a decade long of delivering consulting skills to students of business schools as well as executive education corporate participants. The consultant is a person, a firm or an organization which tries to influence the outcome or tries to bring around a change but does not implement the change by themselves. The client is the recipient of the consultant's work and the advice.
The outcome of a consulting activity or a project can be manifold. I normally focus on 2 of these activities. At one level, my work and my consulting tries to influence the persons or the organization to have a new process, a new way of looking at the things, but they have to implement it themselves. At the second level, I try to impact persons and organizations to learn new things so that they are able to take their own organization forward. As a faculty of consulting skills, when I teach consulting skills, I invariably take participants through various stages of consulting project. These 4 stages start with qualifying a client, whether the consultant wants to take up the work, what are the considerations which the consultant has to think about before the go, no-go decision. Once the consultant says yes, then they move to the second stage, which is called the commit. During commit, the agreement is put into place between the client and the consultant. In this phase, the detailing is done, and this is very vital. After this, the project moves on to the third stage, which is called the real project. It could have 2 sub-phases, project startup and the project ongoing. This is the longest part of any consulting project. Finally, when the third stage is over, it moves to the 4th stage, which is called the close. This is when the project is brought to a close, the final presentation is done, invoicing is then done with the client, and the learnings of the project is put into the knowledge portal. Every consulting project has 5 phases, which are sequential. What are these 5 phases? The first is entry and contracting. The second is discovery and dialogue. The third is analysis and decision to act. The fourth, the most critical one, is engagement and implementation. The fifth one is either termination of the consulting project or an extension. Skillful consulting is the implementation of these 5 phases of consulting. But what is flawless consulting? I believe that a flawless consultant is there within each one of us, and our role is to allow that flawless consultant to emerge.